What's going on, guys? Today we have a little bit of a special podcast. We have a producer from Austin, Texas on the set today, and he will be giving insight on different things that can determine whether or not a rap career will be successful in the long run. So stay tuned. I have another question for you then. Okay. You say when people are getting big, like even X, like you said, if he continued and he was alive, how do you base, like, how do you base that someone's gonna be successful in the future in a rap career?
Bro,
their music.
So it's a couple things I think you got to base it on. First of all, their work ethic. What kind of work ethic do they got?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's a good one.
I can usually see that immediately. We're gonna record it, we're gonna mix it and all that, because I mix and master and all that too. So like I'm gonna make the beat first. We're gonna make the beat. You're gonna write to the beat as I'm making the beat. You're gonna tell me what you like with the beat. You're gonna tell me what you don't like. We're gonna make a beat. You're gonna rap the song. You're gonna write the song. You're gonna rap it. We're gonna mix it and all that. But within that 4 hours, I can always tell if a person's serious about this or not, because in those 4 hours, it's taking this dude 2.5 hours just to even get himself calm to write to a beat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we sitting there for 2 hours. The beat's finished. I'm on my phone. I'm fucking about to get on GTA, and this dude is sitting over there, and the beat's just going on repeat at this point. The beat's just playing, and he's like, can't come up with nothing. He's on his phone. He's spaced out. He's taking phone calls, and so I could tell this dude ain't really on this. Because if you're gonna waste my time, you're gonna waste the guy who's not. I'm not DJ Mustard and them. I'm not Zaytoven. I'm not TM88. I'm not Southside. I'm not Metro Boomin. I'm TinkOnTheBeat, but I'm a local Austin producer.
Right.
You're gonna waste my time. You're not gonna take it serious with me. I can't believe you're gonna take it serious when the pressure's on. Because right now, when we're doing it, there's no pressure.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no pressure with me and you in here. Imagine if you're sitting in the studio with fucking Metro Boomin. You're in a fucking $1 million studio. You're exactly where you want to be, and you can't even focus to write a verse. And Metro's like, "Hey man, you want to hop on this? Get in the booth." You're like, "Oh well, let me go hit the blunt real quick," and then so I can always tell when somebody's not, this ain't for them.
Yeah.
They may have the talent, but they just don't have the work ethic. So that's the first thing, work ethic. See how hard you work. Second thing is like your image. What you look like, I know people think that don't matter, but that shit matters. Like, what do you got going on with yourself? What's your style like?
Right.
I guess charisma. Do you have any charisma? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the second thing. You got to be charismatic, because you rapping over a beat. You got to say some shit that's gonna catch people's attention. And if you just kind of rapping in a monotone and you're kind of like on some weird ass energy, people ain't gonna connect to that. You know what I mean? People ain't gonna see that. People are not gonna see themselves in that music like that. So that's the second thing. You got to have charisma, style, charisma, and all that. Third thing,
for sure.
The third thing is just, how knowledgeable are you about things? Like experiences. Okay, so how many experiences you've had? So that's the difference between a person with experience and a person with no experience. You're gonna hear two totally different songs about the same thing. So if you grew up, you're one of you guys from New York, right? Somebody's from New York. Yeah, you from New York. So you grew up in New York. You going to the bodegas. You're going through the Bronx. You've been in Queens. You're going to Staten Island. You all over New York, right? So you see all kind of different people. It's a melting pot of people. You got the West Indies people. You got all these people in New York.
Diverse,
so you could pretty much, so if you went in the studio, it's pretty sure throughout your life you've seen some shit in New York. You can make a dope song about how New York nightlife is, how the movement in New York, the feeling of New York.
Mm-hmm.
Take a dude from Texas who's never been anywhere in his life, put him in New York, and tell him to write about New York. The same song, y'all gonna do the same song. This dude ain't got no experiences in New York. These songs are gonna be totally different from each other.
Right.
And matter of fact, we're gonna give him a cheat sheet. We're gonna give him Fabio, we're gonna give him Pop Smoke. We're gonna give him 22 G's. We're gonna give him 50. We're gonna give him Dipset. We're gonna give him all the New York shit so he can listen to. He still ain't gonna have the type of music you're gonna have,
the right insight,
the knowledge of it.
Yeah,
you're
like
there.
Me,
you're breathing it. You know,
because there's a certain culture depending on how long you stay.
I could rap about like me being in psych ward because some shit going down. Me getting ran up on by 15 people, getting beat nearly half to death, pistol whip, robbed.
Some 8 Mile type stuff.
I could rap about that shit.
Yeah.
Because like it actually happened, so I'm gonna have like a certain tone
and
to how I like bring it out. Yeah.
And so that's so that's what we call authenticity. So it's so on the microphone. Believe it or not, you can hear that shit. Why do y'all think y'all connect with these certain artists y'all like? Why do y'all think y'all connect with a Pop Smoke or y'all connect with whoever y'all like? It's because when they rapping, y'all feel that shit. Like, oh, that shit fire as fuck. That shit is like, man, did you hear what he said? Like, you got,
hell yeah.
You got charisma, you got authenticity,
work
you
ethic.
got your work ethic. And like I said, you can pretty much tell. And then the last thing is sheer, just straight God-given talent. You just fucking can open your mouth and just you automatically can say things. You got away with words.
Like
your
juice,
words.
yeah.
You just got that juice on you. You just,
like
you just
me,
I
can't really like freestyle because I'll end up like
fumbling over words and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that
dog,
type of shit. Like me, I have a little bit of a stutter, so like if it's not wrote down, I won't be able to do it.
And then you got the, punching in. So I know y'all probably heard that term before, punching in. Yeah. Like, so you're in the studio and people punch in. So me being an older guy, I didn't come from an era where we punched in. I was dealing with motherfuckers who just went in that couch. You saw that?
Yeah, he was paid for that activity. I'm gonna invite you guys to the game.
For the most part, punching in. You know what I mean? So they come to the studio, like Joe Montana, he'll come to the studio. Motherfucker be in the studio. I said, what we got going on today? He's like, shit, I don't know, throw a beat on. I'm like, okay. I play a beat. All right. I play a beat. He just get on the mic. I turn that. I hit record, and he just started rapping with nothing. And he'll stop. Hey man.
Yeah.
Let me punch in right here. Let me punch in right. So next thing you know, we done made a whole song. The shit fire as hell. But he didn't write a thing down. You got
guys. He
got that talent.
Yeah, all off the dome. He got that type of skill though. You know what I mean? But you got those guys who they gonna need to sit down in the corner for a minute. Man, that shit be some fire shit too.
The wordplay and everything.
The wordplay and everything be there. It's a different skill set. It's all skill, but there's different calibers of skill.
Hold on, actually, hey, did you ever have anyone come in there and say they could rap and then they're fucking they can't even put one like verse together?
Bro, man, I got some shit on my phone right now from a session that I'm supposed to be mixing, and I've been dying trying to fucking figure out how I'm gonna get the nerve up to mix this song because it's so terrible.
Send me that on Snap once you add me back. Please fucking send me that on Snap.
This shit sounded like I don't know what the fuck homie had going on.
Play.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, don't violate him. Don't violate him. Don't violate him. Don't violate him. Chill out.
The thing is that he's offbeat a lot. He's kind of saying words that are like not really going with the flow of the song, kind of. And so that shit can be fixed. We can fix that, and I can make it sound dope. But it's just one of those things where I don't like mixing shit I don't like. I don't like, if I don't like the song, it's hard for me to mix that shit because I don't like the way it sounds. Like, I don't like you rapping. This song's terrible. I know you're gonna pay me to do a job, but I'm gonna be cringing doing the job because I just hate the way you sound on this. I just don't like the work. I feel like
if I was in that situation, I'm getting paid to do a job, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, hey, this is trash. Like, you gotta like.
Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that, man, like that. You can't do that.
Nah, I'm sorry, but if all right, me, I have no filter. If something sucks, I'm going to point it out that
But you got to think about from the business perspective too, though, because you can't just lay off everybody that's bad, and then maybe they learn the skills that they need, the adjustments. But I get what you're saying. But there's always a need to keep a connection down the road that might be useful. Like, hey, yo, he helped me out. He gave me some tips. He didn't say I was complete dog water when I was. You know?
Yeah, I think the feedback I gave him was, hey man, keep going, bro. Like, keep it up, man. Keep it, you know. He was like, yeah, what you think about the song I sent? I said, oh yeah, man, it sounds cool, man. Keep it up, man. Just keep going. You know, keep pushing.
Nah, but you know, I was at this one studio. I was up in Glenmont in Maryland, and we were just there. We were smoking. There was people just rapping, and then he stopped it for a second and he was like, hey, yo, dude, there's like some bits that like it kind of like messed up, but like it's still good, but you just gotta like fix like these, like this and this, you know what I mean?
Dude, I do the same thing. You know, I tell a guy, hey man, like, there's another guy, for instance, this dude he's in Atlanta named Teasy. The dude could rap too, but he has a problem with delivery. You know how to, you know, he's from Atlanta. He's from Atlanta, so he got that like real slur country kind of like Gucci, Gucci Man kind of sound to him. And so we were trying to do a song, and the dude can actually rap his ass off. It just comes across sounding a little muddy on the song because he don't enunciate his words properly. You know, he's not really. Yeah, so that's kind of a sauce too. Like, you don't want it to sound too pristine and clean, but he low key, like, it was like super duper bad. I cleaned it up. Song ended up being fire as fuck though. So, and I told him, hey man, like, try to enunciate your words better because it'll sound better. Because he kept saying, man, I don't like the way I sound. I'm like, well, it's because you're not saying the words properly. Like, I know you're using your slang or whatever, and you're using. It's your accent, you know what I mean? So
right.
You can't help that. I said, but you can try to enunciate the words better to give me more to work with. And then we made a bang out of that song though. That shit ended up being fire as hell.
That's gonna be the end of the podcast. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Also, the producer's links in the description if you want to check out music or do business. It's there. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Be ready to crack that boy cranium. The homie that told me stay dangerous. Get gone in the wind like an angel does. Who said they touching me? Nobody buddy. I'm busting that iron. Emerge from the jungle with tigers and lions. And I'm good on my own. Still got steppers around me. Demons on me, love to make an impression.